My name is Jae Shim. I'm a founder and a lawyer with Shim Law. I've been practicing litigation for about 15 years in Alberta, and our firm is about medium-sized law firm in Calgary. The nature of work that I do is litigation. It often involves the construction dispute, and the dispute between the homeowners and the contract can be very nasty. It can be very difficult to resolve when construction goes wrong. However, AuRise Construction and Frank Zhang, when he says he can do the work for you, he delivers the exact quality of services, and that is the reason that I believe that it can be distinguished and differentiated from the other contractors that I know. A good example that I can tell you is during the COVID, when the price of materials were going up, and I asked my friend Frank to give me a quote to renovate the office space. So my office space is between 15,000 to 18,000 square footage, and I know that the increasing price can be very challenging for me. So I asked Frank to be upfront and to be frank with me as to the quote that he can provide. And once he provide a quote, he tried to deliver excellent service within that range of quote that he promised. And even though I believe that the price went up, the quote did not change, and he was able to find a solution for me, as opposed to some other contractors who could create more problems, and they simply use that excuse as or reason to increase the construction cost. On the other hand, Frank did exactly the opposite by promising and delivering the services that he promised to deliver. I do recommend, highly recommend, Frank and AuRise Construction to all of my referrals. In fact, I've been sending some of my best friends to Frank, and he was able to do the exactly same excellent types of services, and I received zero complaint from my contacts, and I appreciate the fact that Frank delivered the excellent construction services to all of my contacts, and I will continuously provide and refer more business for his company and for himself. The overall experience with AuRise and Frank Zhang has been exceptionally excellent. There's no way for me to describe other than say thank you very much for Frank for doing the excellent job for renovating the office space for me. And I know that it has been challenged throughout the number of years because of size of the office space. We started a renovation back in 2021, and we completed it 2023 because we had multiple floors, and it took a long time to renovate floors one by one. But he's been very patient and delivering excellent services, and he's always available anytime, whenever you want to discuss with him. I know that this type of services cannot be done unless you know that contractor, and some of the contractors out there, they think of you as generating money and purely business transaction. But Frank took extra steps, be available for you, and discuss with you in the evening time if you need to, because a lot of good ideas can come up in the evening time too. So I highly recommend for those who wants to do business with Frank, and I'm sure that he will deliver exceptionally excellent services for any construction project that anybody needs. AuRise Construction and Frank, they're very experienced when it comes down to layout, design, choosing the materials, and he's working very hard in order to ensure that when you have a project, he wants to make sure that your project is complete with 100% satisfaction. For example, if you have an idea, let's say you have some ideas that you got it from the Google search, and you present it to Frank, and Frank is able to come up with better solution when it comes down to layout, design, and selection of the materials. And this is something that you are not able to get it from other contractors, because Frank, on the other hand, he can offer services from start to the end, which is another benefit when it comes down to dealing with the contractor who is experienced enough to do this type of work. So this is another reason and the incentive for those people out there who might be able to look for a very good ethical contractor, and I highly recommend Frank.
AuRise Construction. Always trust, always recommend.